Definitely. I just like have always been, as I said, always been an emotional person. Before I answer that question, I did see someone ask if the snake was real, and the snake was real. Jemma had to deal with a real snake.
Somebody
she can tell
just
you
said-
about that.
Somebody just said, "What was that like with the real snake?" Terrifying. I'll leave it with that.
And I prompt that, like, she was terrified. She told me about it, and I wasn't even there. And she's like, "Dude, what I had to do."
It's still in Harlow's backpack. Don't know. Haven't seen it since.
Hopefully not. But yeah, with difficult scenes, I've always been a very emotional person, and I love emotions. Like, I'm sorry, I believe in star signs, but I'm a Pisces, and I feel like we enjoy being sad. Like if I'm sad or I feel like I'm going through a bit of a tough mental time, I like to sit and actually sit in my sadness, because it's kind of nice to experience it, nice to like understand yourself a little bit more. So I would always do that as a kid. I was very deep. And what I do with my scenes, if they're emotional, usually I will just click with them. Like I'll just think about what it would be like, or just if that was happening to me. And it will always make me upset, just like the thought of it. If it's something that I'm struggling to connect with, I will think of situations that I've been in before that are similar to, and think about like that. But most of the time it's just like thinking about if I would actually be in the scenes. And when I first started, obviously with time, being a year on the show, it's so easy to snap because I know my character. So I can just be like, I'm sad that you did that to me because I know you and I know me, and how dare you. So it's so easy. But when I first started, like when I had my first boyfriend on the show, and Vance Abernathy, and he left me, or he came back and all that kind of stuff. I remember all I did was I'm the biggest music fanatic ever, and that would be a big hinder if I'm struggling, is I like to make playlists. Like I had a Roxy audition playlist. Those songs were very fun. But I also had a Roxy sad, like heartbroken Roxy playlist, and I would choose songs from like songs that I would listen to when Zima was like 12 and had her first heartbreak, like Justin Bieber kind of stuff.
Excellent.
I still listen to that now.
On the odd occasion, I don't know, why not? But yeah, so I would make a playlist and I would sit in the green room and I would listen to the songs and I'd think about all that kind of stuff. And sometimes some scenes that are emotional. I had a scene with Jemma actually where my character had to bully her character. Yeah. And she had to, but the only way that I could bully, like Roxy could bully Harlow, is it had to come from a really self-loathing place. And sometimes, I'm sure you both feel, sometimes your character does seep into you. And so on set that day, I was having a little bit of a hard time as myself mentally at the time. And I started to get the self-loathing that Roxy was feeling started to affect Zima on set, which is the weirdest sentence to ever say. But I remember I just looked at Jemma, and we know each other so well. She knew I was upset, and I just remember like I had to call her a horrible name. I think it was something to do with your dad, wasn't it, Jem?
Yeah, it was.
She remembers because she's hurt by it.
It was, yeah. Baby, something baby.
A psycho baby or something, like a psycho.
Yeah,
it was
something
horrible. Yeah. It was really horrible, and I had to say it to her, and I'd said it to her so many times, and I had to say it with venom, but more so I chose as an actor to say it from like pain in that we are in the same place. And as I did it, I remember just breaking down on set. It was the first time that it ever happened to me. Usually
Murder baby. Somebody just said
Murder
it.
Baby. Thank you, Tanya Sandler. Yeah. It was Murder Baby, and it ripped me to pieces, and it's the first time. I'm usually really professional on set, and I can snap in and out of emotions, but because it was a tough time in my life, I remember I needed a break, and the AD had to come and chat to me, and everyone was so great, and they said I was doing a good job. But on those days, sometimes it can be tough. But in that as well, I remember thinking it's such a beautiful thing to have that experience, to have, because we work so fast, to have a character's feelings affect you so much because you're really resonating with it. So it's tough. In short, I love all of it, and I do lots of different methods to get myself emotional, but anything and everything, because it's so fun to get to cry and experience other people's hurt and other people's lessons, I guess.
Hello, and thank you for watching this takTalks clip. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you want to see the full conversation, click here. If you want to see all of the takTalk clips, click here. And if you want to see all of the takTalk conversations, click here.